It's time for the next game. Put your hands together and please welcome Team Delhi Hoopers. Playing against Delhi Hoopers in game number 5 of Conference B at 3BL Season 3. Put your hands together and please welcome Team Kolkata Warriors. It's time for the toss. Can I please request the captains to please come forward? Delhi Hoopers captain and Kolkata Warriors. Please come for the toss. This is heads. This is tails. Who's calling? Heads is the call from Kolkata. Tails it is. Delhi Hoopers win the toss. Will take the ball.
And it's quite the relief to note that Kolkata Warriors will have their fourth man in position. Tejinder Mahal has made an appearance for his team, and that should help their campaign against Delhi Hoopers now. Delhi Hoopers have one win already, while Kolkata Warriors have picked up the first loss in their first game of the league. So Delhi Hoopers being represented by two international players, one being Irvin Kogo from Macedonia wearing jersey number 3, Prabnoor Singh wearing jersey number 23, Amit Serawat with jersey number 8 and William Bryant Pena wearing jersey number 7. Kolkata Warriors being represented by Saj Kumar Rajesh Bhai Patel wearing jersey number 8, Amarendra Naik jersey number 1, David Carlos jersey number 3 and Tejinder Mal wearing jersey number 9. And although they did have a rough game to begin with, the Kolkata Warriors were clearly struggling against trying to defend Palpreet under the paint, and Palpreet was almost close to the point of exhaustion, but kudos to Saj Kumar Patel, and Amarendra Naik was there almost always to pick up those missed shots and get those second opportunity shots converted and making sure that the scoreboard kept ticking. So if he can continue to put that performance in for his team now, it would prove very, very valuable. It remains to be seen what is the power that Tejinder can add, or what is the skill that Tejinder can add to his team. David Carlos had a job cut out quite a bit because he did not have any moment to sit down, take a breather, because he's been recovering from COVID, and it has been quite a rough season for him, a rough year. Delhi Hoopers with the red jerseys and Kolkata Warriors are wearing the purple jerseys. David Carlos from the Philippines. Dunk King. It'll be exciting to watch him dunk when it's time for the dunk contest, which, by the way, will be happening soon. And you are watching all the live action from Wyndham Chandigarh Mohali. Such a beautiful venue, and this venue has been generously given to us by a hospitality and venue partner. And this league is what it is because of the support of all our sponsors. Nivea, who's our apparel partner. Fortis Mohali, who's our medical partner. Red Bull is our energy drink partner. Boxo Singh Sports Worldwide Private Limited is our name partner. And My FM 94.3 is our radio partner. Sony Live is our broadcast partner. So this game is about to begin. And this is going to be a close one. It is very important that Kolkata pull off a victory over here if they should stay in the game instead of being eliminated. Delhi already have an advantage of having picked up the first game. Remains to be seen whether they will be stopped in their tracks. William Bryant Pena, a quick learner, having picked experienced Kogo's brains to understand how to make the transition from a 5-on-5 traditional basketball to this fast-paced 3x3 format. Kogo getting into the thick of things already and opening the scores. A very, very aggressive Kogo from the first game that we saw. Already he's into it. Sahaj Patel with the ball being challenged by Prabnoor. Drops it to Tejinder. Tejinder with an air ball there. Picked up by Kogo. Kogo for a 2 from outside. Wasting no time there. Sahaj finding the open man and Naik. Naik off the glass makes that one. Scores level. Tejinder. Sahaj is there to pick it up and put it off the glass. Kogo tries to go for a 2, but he's not able to make it. Naik is there to pick up the rebound. But this time, Sahaj with the jumper. There's a sense of urgency to this game already. Sahaj. Back to Kogo. Kogo tries to split the defense and loses the ball. Tejinder has the ball. Sahaj almost losing it to Amit Sehrawat. Tejinder dropping it to Naik, but Naik is unable to hold on to it. It's a turnover there. Kogo tries to take it and kicks it out to Prabnoor. Prabnoor for a 2 from outside. A tad too much of gravy on that shot. Sahaj fouled on the way to making that attempt, and Kogo has a foul to his credit. Picks up the first team foul for Delhi Hoopers, and Sahaj will go to the free throw line. Missing it. Amit Sehrawat has the ball. Pena taking it inside. Kicks it out to Prabnoor. Prabnoor for a 2 there. Rebounded by Tejinder. Tejinder will find the open man in Naik. Send it out and tries to get it back inside. Naik tries to penetrate inside, dropping it down to Tejinder. My apologies, that will be Sahaj. Seven minutes 48 on the clock, and it's been a slow scoring affair, although there is a flurry of activity on the floor. The scoreboard doesn't translate to that flurry. Kolkata Warriors have 2. Delhi Hoopers have 1. And picked up 2 fouls in the process. Naik finding the open man in Tejinder. Tejinder has Amit on him, shadowing him so closely. Sahaj with the rebound, unable to finish. Tries to take it back, find his way to the hoop, and with a light touch lays it in. Prabnoor takes it to the hoop, and yes, he finds the space to drop one in for his team and get up the second point for his team. Naik kicks it out to Tejinder. Tejinder for a 2 from outside, not able to make it, but Sahaj is there to pick up the rebound. Tejinder. Man out of bounds. Great defensive efforts by Delhi Hoopers in trying to keep Sahaj out of his comfort zone. Amit back out to Pena. The second attempt for Pena there, he's unable to make it. Naik with the rebound brings it out, and David Carlos back inside. Drops it to Sahaj. Sahaj loses it. Rather, Pena had a piece of that one. Kogo kicks it out to Pena. Amit Sehrawat spotting up for a jumper off the glass. He's not able to make it. David Carlos pulls down a big rebound. Will reset and drops it to the open man. Naik was not expecting that. Went off Amit Sehrawat's hands. a timeout. It's a good thing that Kolkata have the services of Tejinder now. Otherwise, playing a second game with 3 men down is not going to be easy. And just as Ahmedabad wingers had reprieve by Amritpal joining in, it was still not enough to pull off a victory against Lucknow Ligers. But will this change the tide for Kolkata remains to be seen, because Delhi already have one victory and all they need is a victory in this game to make sure that they walk into the semi-final. Kolkata have one loss already, so they can't afford to lose this one. Naik spotting up for a 2. Prabnur with the rebound. To Kogo, a long 2 for him. And yes, nothing but net for Kogo. We've already seen Kogo what he can do from that distance. And he continues that run. And Naik is there to pick it up and put it back inside, something that he has shown us that he can do so well for his team and be very valuable in contributing those second attempt shots. Kogo unable to make it, but Saj is there to pull down the rebound, almost losing it. Carlos back to Naik. Carlos setting up screen. Shot clock is winding down, but they managed to get a shot up ahead. Kogo for another attempt, not able to make it. Saj is there to pull down that rebound. Takes it out. David Carlos finds the open man in Saj. Beautiful pass deep inside to Saj, who makes no mistake laying it off the glass with a light touch. Kolkata Warriors lead by 1, but not for too long, because Pena had one for himself and make that 2 points, 1 shot, and gave them another lead by just 1 point. 5 minutes 14 on the clock. David dropping it to Naik. Naik waits with a fake. Would have been sweet if Prabnur hadn't taken the bait. So great defensive effort there. Good foul by Prabnur, but Naik making use of that foul and managed to sink one and level scores once again. Kogo with the ball. Fouled in the process, and the foul was conceded by Tejinder. Warriors haven't conceded too many fouls, but Delhi Hoopers have, and that's probably because of Syed's presence inside the paint. A tall man, no size matchup. Prabnur missing it. Tejinder is there to pull down the rebound. Naik back to Tejinder. Tejinder tries to isolate and play, but he loses the ball in the process. Ball goes off the hands of Kogo, so it's going to be Kolkata Warriors ball. Kogo will sit outside for a brief while. David tries to launch one in the, despite the fact that Amit was all over him, and that is a veteran move, ensuring that he did manage to attempt a shot there and draw the foul, which means he will go to the free throw line, and also manage to get Delhi Hoopers that much closer to foul trouble. Sarge with the rebound puts it back inside. A nice light touch. Kogo is back and makes a sweet move inside and drops it in like there was no one there. Sarge with the jumper, not able to make it, rebounded by Pena. Pena will take it out, passes it to Kogo. A long 2 attempted, not a friendly ring, definitely off target this time. Both the teams are level with 7 apiece. 3 minutes 51 on the clock. Still a lot of time and anything could happen, but it's highly unlikely that they will be able to go to 21 points. Instead, they will play out for the 10 minutes of stipulated time. Kogo looking extremely winded. David Carlos more at comfort in these weather conditions because it's somewhat similar to his home country, which is the Philippines. David Carlos unable to make it, a left layup there, tried to scoop it in, but that was not happening. This time, Wyndham Pena with a long two, unable to make it. Tej tries to take it in, loses the ball in the process. It's going to be Hooper's ball. Kogo, the Macedonian, has made Switzerland his home, and as a result, you can see him struggling in these conditions. Hydration is a big key. The heat, the exhaustion. Although it is slightly pleasant out there, I guess it is a little too hard for a person coming from Switzerland. Pena kicks it out to Kogo. Kogo finds Pena inside, but Pena is not going to attempt that one. He's going to come out and make it a 2. He misses it, but ball saved by Pena again. Amit Sehrawat with the ball, but challenged by Tej. Prabnur comes in place of Pena. Amit finding Kogo. Amit with the long two. It's an air ball, but Naik could have let it go, but he tried to get it, but went out of bounds. So it's going to be Hooper's ball. 2 minutes 50 on the clock. Delhi Hoopers have 5 fouls, and Kolkata Warriors have not been able to capitalize on those 5 fouls. But Kogo goes in, a nice spin move there and makes it off the glass, just barely making it. Still, it's good. Sarj Patel losing his balance and losing the ball in the process. Good defensive efforts by Prabnur. Kogo finds Amit Sehrawat, who spots up for a jumper, but Sarj is there to pick up the rebound. Tej takes it all the way, unchallenged, unquestioned over there, all the way to the hoop, off the glass. Kogo finding Prabnur. Takes it back, dishes it out to Prabnur again. Tries to, yes, Kogo makes it look so easy. Very effortless and graceful, taking it to the hoop and finishing strong. But Carlos will answer with another one of his own. Kolkata Warriors trail by just 1 point. Pena trying to play one-on-one there, but Carlos is there to pick up the rebound and take it out. Dropping it to Tej. Tej with the jumper, and that is good. So they have level scores once more. 1 minute and 45 on the clock. 9 all. Dropping it back to Kogo. This is going to go down to the wire. Remains to be seen if Warriors can pull off a victory here and mix it up in Pool A for the semi-final spot. Kogo attempting a long two, but it bounces off, rebounded by Warriors. But that is a missed pass, a turnover there by the Warriors. It's going to be Delhi ball. Playing rough defense there. Breaking it up before it becomes anything worse. A light floater off the glass. Amit Sehrawat with the sweet one there for him. Delhi Hoopers up by 1. Sarj Patel with the ball, looking for the open man. And beautiful pass to Naik. Naik makes sure he converts it. Another light touch off the glass. Kogo kicks it out to Amit. Amit should have shot just as Kogo had instructed, but instead he chose to drive into traffic and lost the ball. Minute and 8 on the shot clock, on the game clock. And it's 10 apiece. Will this go into overtime? Remains to be seen. We did have an exciting overtime game between Delhi Divas and Kochi Stars this morning in the Women's League. Manages to save it. Amit Sarawat pushes it out to Kogo, but Kogo is not able to make that shot. Little desperation there. Kogo spotting up for another 2. He can't make it. Surge is there to pull down the rebound, but waiting to see if he can get it safely across to Carlos. Carlos with the ball right now drops it to Sarge, and a foul in the process. It's the 6th foul for Delhi Hoopers. Anything beyond this is going to result in 2 free throws, and hopefully Sarge can make good on those free throws, but just 47 seconds on the clock. "25 seconds. Kolkata Warriors are up by 1. Pena spotting up. Rebounded by Carlos. Can they hold on to it and win this game? That's what they have done. Kolkata Warriors managed to pull off a victory. 11-10, a low-scoring game, but they did go up hard against each other. A rough game for both teams. And now, mixing it all up, Kolkata Warriors have managed to hold on. 11-10 is the score. That was super close. There's a lot at stake right now, and all the permutations and combinations coming into play. In a couple of minutes, we will let you know which of these teams have made it to the semi-finals as the pool leader, and which one is going to be in the second place and which one is going to be eliminated. You can see the highlights. Beautifully played, both teams. All of them have 1 loss each. Delhi have beaten Aizawl. Aizawl have beaten Kolkata. Kolkata have beaten Delhi. And if this wasn't enough, they've all been beaten by very, very minute margins. Now let's go over to Rishi. He will be there to welcome the next team. Before that, he is going to interview David Carlos.
Second last game of the league stage of Conference B, and we have a winner. Kolkata Warriors won it very, very, very closely. What a close game, and I have Air David, aka David Carlos from Kolkata Warriors. David, first of all, welcome to India. How does it feel, brother, coming back here and joining us again?
I mean, I should be here 2 years ago, but because of COVID, it was a delay. But yeah, I'm really happy I'm here. I'm thankful for 3BL for inviting me. Mr. Rohit, Richard, all of y'all. I feel welcome. Thank you.
Tell us about this game now. The score is not that really high. You just 11-10. You just beat them by 1 point. What was the strategy going on?
Well, actually, the first round was just for us to get to know each other during court play. But yeah, the strategy was just play our game, and we just pick it up from there.
You have one of the tallest guys in your team also, and he's turning out to be pretty good. How are the players synchronizing with each other as far as your strategy and experience is concerned to put into Kolkata Warriors?
Well, the first time I got to the hotel, I wanted to know who my teammates were. So I sat them down. I talked to them. Even though we have a problem communicating, but I tried my best to, try to tell them what the game plan is. 3 days prior to the competition. So I guess, yeah.
Looking at you move on the court, David, doesn't seem like 2 years of COVID. You were sitting down home. Were you practicing and making up for this time?
Back at home, gyms and courts were closed, so I just had to, do what I can do back at home. Yeah.
Good luck and congratulations, brother. Good to see you back. That was David Carlos from Team Kolkata Warriors. We've got one more league match left from Conference B.